Hello, my wonderful spirit guides. Today I am just going to be giving you a bit of a small video. I'm going to give you the whole of a small video actually. But anyway, I'm just doing a little video. Sorry, right. Doing a little video to explain everything that's going on for me at the moment. Okay. So number one, most of you, if not all of you, if not some of you, have seen my post about chronic pain and my depression and all these things, right? So, but if you haven't seen any of that, basically I suffer with chronic pain and it's getting to a point, it's rapidly increased over this last year, as has my weight as well. But anyway, it's to the point where I feel debilitated in most scenarios. If I was asked to walk down the road, which is a hill, to the shop and back, I wouldn't be able to do it. That's just the sheer truth, right? I went to a festival, had a great time, but it was interesting to see how much I couldn't do this time. Even when a band was playing that I love and my partner went to go see it, when I heard the music, I wanted to run down and just meet him there, but there was just no way I could have done it, even though it wasn't that far for many people. And then my knees were hurting so much everywhere I went. Luckily, I had my best friend there as well. But, everywhere I went, I had to be built up to do it and be very like, okay, I'm going to do this, and then I'd get down there and it'd be okay. Walking back up, though, I'd suddenly feel all the pain and be out of breath, very just like, weakened muscles as well, very weak. Because of my fear of moving, it becomes a vicious cycle, because it's good to move when you feel the pain, but not too much. And if you do too much, then you feel so much pain and then you're scared to move and then your muscles weaken. And then so when you do want to move again a little bit, you're back at square one where you've just got no strength to do it. And so on like that. So that it goes in circles. But anyway, yeah, chronic pain being very cruel. It's affecting my everything. It's affecting my mind. I get very fatigued, but that could also, I don't know if that's all to do with the chronic pain, but the fatigue of the mind, like the brain fog. I know that's a very fibromyalgia, yeah, fibro sort of thing to get, but I don't know. I still don't know. I've got more blood tests to go. I've already had 2 blood tests. I've got another one come in. And also my blood pressure's high. So I've got to do more. I've got a home blood pressure machine. So I've got to do more of those and hand them in. And I'm probably going to be on some high blood pressure medication. And I think a lot of that is related to the fact that I don't exercise all that much because, like I said, the pain, and also because I am extremely stressed. Yeah? Oh, it's like a cupboard thing.
I don't know if it has to go in the fridge because it's tomatoes.
No, if it's tins, okay, tins and stuff like, and anything that's dry,
Yeah.
cupboard, like
Yeah.
tins and, well, there's no rice and stuff, anything, but like, yeah. Okay. I got my daughter to put away the shopping, but she wanted to, so that's nice. But yeah. So stress. That's where I want to move on to that as well. The stress I've been feeling, like the overwhelm, is absolutely beyond anything I've experienced thus far in life. To the point where I don't want to say it too loud. I hope she's gone, but. I don't think I need to say it, but because I've already said it in my post, but to the point where life doesn't seem as appealing anymore to be in. But I am doing it for the sheer fact that I do have a child. And it's sad to say that this isn't something that goes away. Like with BPD, you might feel like that 1 minute until or maybe 10 minutes or 15, 20 minutes, an hour of feeling like you don't want to be here. But then once you've calmed down, you feel better. Unfortunately, it's not that kind that I'm used to. It's one that it's all day, every day I feel like this, and it's been months and months and months, almost a year actually. So that changes everything. That changes everything. It changes how I view life, how I view myself, how I view my relationships, how I view anything, because everything feels like way more effort now, because I'm not necessarily doing it for me, even though I would like to. And then I'm trying to get all my mental health stuff sorted, but I keep being turned away constantly. I'm still awaiting my ADHD thing. I'm still waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I also understand, like, they are so busy now because everyone is using the way I'm going through it. It's this whole other thing, right? It's not through the NHS. Well, it is in a way, but it's not through it's not directly through it, if that makes sense. So, but it's the quickest way. However, it's still taking long because everyone's trying to do the quickest way. So yeah, that's taken ages, and like I keep getting refused for therapy because of my ADHD thing, awaiting the ADHD thing, which is annoying. But I'm like, I need it though. Like I really, really need it. Like really need it. What I'm feeling is like unreal. I don't even know how to explain it. I literally just feel crazy. Like I don't even feel like a person anymore. Like I really don't. I really don't feel like a human being. I don't. I literally feel like a sack of shit. Like I hate the way I look. I hate the way I feel. I hate the way my mind is. I hate my impulsivity. I'm so impulsive, and it's like some of it you can laugh at because you can be like, oh my god, you daft woman. But some of it's like, nah, that's not good to be impulsive with. It's scary to be impulsive. You don't trust yourself. And I don't trust myself. I don't care about myself. I feel like I don't care, but I'm trying to care and trying to be better because of, my family. But it's a lot of pressure to the point where I'm pushing everyone away. And I am really pushing them away. And I mean that. Like, I am literally keeping everyone at arm's length, having more alone time than I used to have, just because I'm explosive, like if something doesn't go well, like say like I couldn't find a hairbrush that I like, my special hairbrush, right? I'll be like, I'll fall into like an ADHD meltdown. Not saying I have ADHD, but yes, when I looked up what these meltdowns look like, it was exactly everything that I am. Bar the fact that I have some control, some semblance of control over what I'm doing sometimes, well, most of the time. I don't have this hairbrush, and then I'm like, where is it? What? And then I start blaming other people, like, well, someone's taking it, or I start being like, why can't I have anything? Why I just need my hairbrush, and like I get offered other hairbrushes, abundance of hairbrushes. Like you can use this one, this one, this one. I'm like, no, I want my hairbrush, like a child, like a big tantrum. And it's because I have no control over anything inside. That things that are out of my control on the outside, like make me want to control it even more. I want my hairbrush, mine. That control. It's so fucking like my grip is so tight on it, and anything that, and then I get impulsive, then I'm like, oh fine, then if I can't have my hairbrush, I guess I'll just fucking cut my hair off. Like obviously I haven't done that, but it can go that far. Well, the other day when I got back from the festival, my cats had even though they were being looked after, visited each day by my sister to give them food and attention and stuff like that, but like when I got back, there was like 5 or 6 cat poos all over my sofa, to the point where it's like you can't just scrub it off. No, I had to take all the cases off, and then we had to like because I was wee and everything like all through the cushions. So I was just like, what do we do? What do we do? I don't have a tub. I've only got like a shower. Saying, what do we do? And my partner was like, oh, I don't know, I don't know. And because he kept saying I don't know, it was like aggravating me. I was like, why don't you know? Why don't you know? Even though I don't know, why don't you know? You know, you get all this flustered. You're selfish when you get in those ways, but you can't help it because the emotion, like with BPD, it's so big and so crazy that it's not something you can just calm down from. It takes over you. You need skills. You need skills to, calm down. And a lot of the skills I've learned years ago when I was like 20, 8 years ago, I've forgotten. I need a refresh, And life's different, it's different problems, different scenarios. So I just need a refresh, a big one. But anyway, so then I grabbed a cushion, I'm like, right, and I just put it in the shower, put the shower on, I'm like, get the detergent, and he's like, okay, and he's like pouring it on, like, he says that I was impulsive, but he joined in. He put the detergent on, so he's just as much a culprit. Do you know what I mean? He's naughty too. And he was like, no, I didn't have a choice. He said, because I didn't have a choice. I was like, you did. I didn't grab your arm and put it on, did I? Ugh, men. Sorry, but straight men in particular. Not to be rude, but seriously. But then there's me telling my awful story about myself. So women are too, I guess. Terrible. We all are. But anyway, and then I wash them all and flipping him up, down. And then in the process of it, all my fingernails, they were longer at the time. This only a few days ago, but I filed them now. But I bent them all back because, your nails get soft in warm water. So I just was cringy, I know. But I was just like, grabbing so hard that I was bending all my nails back and being like, and then after I'm like, now I don't know where to put them. Where am I going to put them now? Because now it's just, the floor is soaking. I've had to use 3 towels to soak it up, even though that wasn't enough. I didn't even have enough towels to soak any of it up. And I'm like, just there like, what do I do? And I just feel stupid, but I'm too proud to say I've done something stupid. But then not too proud though, because actually I came around very quickly and was like, yes, this is my fault. This is my fault, but I need help now. I need help. Please help me. What do I do now? Because I've got these big sofa cushions that are drenched with nowhere to put them. I have to I have to squeeze them out and drain any water that's in them. And I need a shower myself, so it's not like I can leave them in the shower. I need to get in there. So yeah, we figured it out in the end, and that's something we can laugh at because it's like, oh my god, that impulsivity to like just drench these cushions and not know what the hell I'm doing with them after. But it turned out okay. We put them in the patio with like a gazebo tarpaulin sort of thing. And they're still out there and it's raining, but they're under a shelter, so hopefully it'll be all right. But yeah, like that's that's like a one that you can forgive and can be funny. But impulsivity isn't good when you start doing things like buying things, right? You start buying things you don't need. Luckily, I don't do that with big expenditures, but I have done it with little things, and I've gone, why have I bought that? And now I need a refund because I don't even want this. It's like normally like a program on my computer that will help a certain thing, and then it doesn't help, and I'm like, why have I done this? I've just not read into it or anything. Or clothes. When I was like clothes shopping before we went on to the festival, I was in one of the worst moods that day. And it's not like you get brief moments of happiness, it is continuous stress, overwhelm, and like pain. And I have to do things like get my partner to lock the side door, put scissors away, put knives away, anything that my mind starts to go, I want to just do a certain thing, like bad thing, I have to be like, put it all away. Just don't get it out my sight because it's all I'm feeling, this stress, overwhelm, and like no desire to be here. But yeah, I was just grabbing clothes in the shop and not even like, I was looking at the sizes, but I wasn't looking at prices. I didn't even know if I liked the things. I didn't even know I'd get a leggings and be like, my aim was to get 3/4 length leggings, and I'm just in there and just looking like that. I get home and I'm like, looking at what I bought, and I'm like, God, I don't even remember buying any of this, because I've just impulsively in a moody kind of stressed way, just grabbed things off the racks. It's just like I'm actually mental, like literally, and it's driving me crazy. My mentalness is making me more mental. But the clothes I did get, I do like, but I got way too much, more than I needed and more than I could afford. Even though I'm not saying it was extortionate, but you know what I'm saying. So yeah, there was that, and then we're in the queue, and I was having a little bit of a with my partner, like to the point where I just chucked my basket, like in public, guys. I just got my basket of clothes and just chucked it off. Like, you just do it then. You just do it, and I just walked out and was like, sat on the outside, like on a wall, and I just wanted to cry, like really, really cry. I was just like, help me, help me, help me. Like I wanted someone to just come and cradle me, take me away, and just wrap me in a blanket in like this bubble where I couldn't hurt anyone and no one could hurt me, and I just wanted to I just wanted to go. Not just the bubble. That was the nice thought. The real thought was darker, of course, but it's just frustrating. So yeah, and like the stress I feel is just like I spiral, and then to the point where I don't know if any of you know this, but I do actually have like tic syndrome. So it's like a nervous tic as well. So very common with people with OCD, ADHD, or under a lot of stress and I had it growing up as a child, okay? So it started in childhood. I would do the weirdest ones, guys. I don't know if I even want to tell you which ones I did, because they they were weird, like weird, if you know what I mean. Well, you don't know what I mean, because you would never imagine the thing that I did. But no, I won't go into it. But even now, like I do ones where you might have seen it in my videos, but I don't know, I'm really different when I'm doing videos. I don't know why. I guess like how some people have Tourette's, but when they sing, they don't have their Tourette's isn't present. Really, they're so focused on the singing. It's a bit like that, I guess, when I do the videos. But no, I do one where I do this, frown a lot. You might have seen it. You might just think that's just what my face naturally does, but actually, it's a thing that happens. Like it's not a natural frown, if that makes sense. It's one that I push, not on purpose, but you know what I mean. When the feeling comes up, and I'm like, so annoying. And I looked up the tics the other day because they were happening too much, and frowning was one of them. And I was like, okay, yeah, at least it, kind of validates it again, because I was diagnosed with the tic syndrome when I was 19. And it was such a brief diagnosis. Like I was in a hospital at the time, a mental hospital. I told you I'm mental. I just am. But yeah, anyway. But they've been bad, right? So I'm doing it where I constrict my throat. So it's not one that you can really see, but I can feel it. It's where I go, I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it. It's like, yeah, it's like if you try and get your throat to close. It's like that, like constricting my throat, and then it messes with my diaphragm. And then I have to take lots of and then I can't take full breaths, and my diaphragm's like stressed out from like the over like stress of it all. Do you know what I mean? Like the weird shallow breathing gets stressed out, and then I can't take full breaths, and then my throat's closing and it's aching, and then it starts to hurt in my ear, and like it all connects because of these stupid tics. But it's just what it is. It's okay. I don't mind. But what it is, it's a show of how absolutely stressed I am, because it's that annoying. Sorry, brain fog. But yeah, it's a display of my stress, and that's why it annoys me, because the tics, whatever, I've had them forever anyway. But when when it happens loads, it's because I know I'm stressed, and then that stresses me out more. Because it's like when your body starts to show how stressed you are, you realize how stressed you are. I don't know, and then it's just like annoying. You don't want sometimes even Because I could be watching, I don't know, The Handmaid's Tale, and I'll be doing my tics and I'll be constricting my throat. I used to make sounds like that, where it's like, that's what I used to do. That was about as vocal as my tics got, though, luckily, but still annoying. Yeah, so I could be watching The Handmaid's Tale and start doing a tic, and then I remember how stressed I am. That's what I'm trying to say, I guess. So yeah, that's annoying. Obviously, the high blood pressure, like I mentioned, annoying. But the overall feeling is that I just feel like a horrible person. Like I just feel like, how was it that last year? Of course, it makes sense. I was on codeine; it covered so much up. But like, how could it be that last year, um, I was just so calm and nice, and I liked who I was. I liked myself as a person. I didn't think I was too bad looking either. I felt like I was okay. I felt like I was a person that people could confide in and talk to, which people still can, of course, but I liked myself as the main thing. And to now, just not liking myself at all, like to the point where I'm like, if I get stressed out about something, I'll out loud say, I hate you to myself and be like, I hate you fucking bitch, you twat, stuff like that to myself. And I'm like, that's like so opposite of what you're taught in DPT, where you're meant to give yourself encouragement and be like, it's okay. But I'm like, I don't feel like saying it's okay when it feels like everything I'm doing is wrong. It's not okay. I'm just a failure. I am failing at everything. I'm failing at being a human being. I can't even walk down a road, I just feel like I've hit my expiry date. Like I'm done. I feel like I've lived such a long life. And last year that was the peak. That it was lovely, and it was the peak, probably the best I'm gonna get. Is what I feel, at this moment in time. Well, it's what I felt a lot, but I've had such a difficult life, and I know a lot of people have. I'm not a fucking victim. Well, I am. I'm a massive victim to things that have happened, but I'm not victim. I'm not part of victimhood. I don't like. The thing is, I don't even feel sorry for myself because I'm so annoyed that I'm not stronger. I can't feel sorry for myself if I don't give a shit about myself. Do you know what I mean? Like, if I gave a shit, I would feel sorry for myself, but I don't. I just feel angry and annoyed at myself for letting these horrible people win. The fact that I've got all this chronic pain and my body has been so used and abused and assaulted and, put through the ringer, and now I'm stuck with all the pain, all the mental disabilities like BPD, all the problems. I'm like, I didn't do this. I didn't do this, and I have to put up with it. And here I am just hating myself. When in reality, it's not my fault. And the anger I feel is because it replaces sadness. Anger replaces sadness. And normally, when you let yourself be sad, it all comes out and you feel very vulnerable. And I still feel like a little girl inside. I do. And I'm expected to be a mother. I'm expected to be perfect. Well, I guess I expect myself to be. I'm pushing everyone away. I'm just trying my best. And I am, when I say I'm trying my best, I am literally trying my best. And I don't even know how I can do any more. At this point, I actually need someone to help me. I actually do. Like a professional, you know what I mean? I don't mean like one of my friends or anything like that. Like, not putting it on anyone like that. I mean, I need a professional to help me because I am like at the bottom. Yeah, I just wanted to add that, like, I disassociated in that moment. So basically, I detached from the emotions I was feeling at the time because it was getting too heavy. And I knew that I had to do a video, and I knew after this, I couldn't be feeling sad all day. So my defense mechanism went into detachment and disassociated. That's something that wouldn't really do well when I'm doing therapy, and I've had it in therapy before, because every time we tried to get deeper, I'd disassociate, sorry. So that's something I'm working on, but I find that I brought myself back really quickly and allowed myself still to be vulnerable, but didn't, without going too far. So I'm actually kind of proud of myself in that moment. And with the therapy thing, I know that there's like therapy that I could pay for and so on. I've already asked 2 different therapists and they're all booked up. I don't want it to be someone across the world from me. I want it to be someone that I could go see in person. And 2 of the ones that are near me weren't available. So that was difficult. I don't want to do BetterHelp or anything like that. I just don't want to. I don't feel comfortable with that. Um, so yeah, I'm not reluctant to paying for therapy, even though it will cost me a fortune, of course. So I might have to do 1 session every 2 weeks rather than one every week. But I just particularly want my DBT therapy because, sorry, when I had that in the past, it was a year long and it was 3 hours a week, 2 hours a group session and one-on-one session. So I want that particular one, so that's why I'm not really going out my way to find paid therapies, because I want that one, but I just have to wait for so many things before I can get it. But I'm actually going to push a little bit and say I need it now because, well, I do. But yeah, okay, I think that's all I needed to add. Oh, the other thing was about live streaming. Sorry so much all of a sudden. Um, I don't want to ever schedule a live stream. I think I'm just going to go live when I feel like it, because when I scheduled it before, I felt so much pressure and suddenly I couldn't do it. So, yeah, I'm going to just go live when I feel like it, and I'll be on for a few hours. You can come in and out, whatever. I'll let you know like at least 5-10 minutes before on Instagram or YouTube. God, sorry, I've just woken up, so I'm all groggy. But yes, anyway, I'll let you get on with the rest of it. But anyway, I don't want to get too emotional because I have got a video to do after this as well. But I'm just really fucking struggling with everything. And yeah, I can't even remember what I've touched on in this video, but I think I've touched on everything. You know, I'm just not who I am, who I liked. I'm not who I like. I don't like myself. And that's just it, really. But yeah, thank you for listening. I know it's all extremely depressing, but it's best to get it off my chest and for you all to know where I'm at. So, like, because of course I can't put videos out like really quick, and I'm gonna still try to, but it's just like it's not an easy feat each day when I go to do a video. When I'm doing a video, I feel absolutely happy, I feel fine, I feel good, but it's just the whole getting out of bed, stretching out all the pains I've got. Have I got a really bad knee day? Have I got a really bad back day? Do I have a really bad brain day where I just feel foggy and overwhelmed? You know, I have to suss it all out and then I have to work it all out. I have to do my best to contain the emotions and not let them out on people, to the point where I've actually had to push my partner away. You know, not indefinitely, hopefully, but I've had to, because he's triggering me and I'm triggering him. And I just feel like I'm going to end up alone if I don't get some help. Even my cats, like, even they make me so angry now. And obviously, I don't do anything horrible, but it makes me want to get rid of it. It makes me want to send them off. You know, my partner did say to me, like, I understand you feel like that now, but when you get better, you'll be so sad that you've done that. And I'm like, I know, but it's hard to even see that when I don't see myself getting better. You know, it's just hard. It's just really hard. I'm trying, and I can't believe that this is the way it has gone on YouTube, you know? Like, I wanted just to do these reactions and be consistent and feel happy. But obviously life is life, and it does its thing, and you can't always be happy, and especially if you're someone who has got the things that I have. But I don't think that should be something that means I shouldn't do videos, you know. Obviously, if I was at a point where I was being genuinely like a horrible person, or I don't know, doing something like crazy on the internet, yeah, but I'm not. I'm being bloody wholesome as fuck, to be honest. Listening to music, talking about it, you know, that's like a happy thing. So I'm so glad that that is what I do. And don't worry, I'm even though I've talked about very vulnerable things about my behaviours and so on, I do sometimes look at myself and go, well, some people in my situation might have done worse and I haven't. So, you know, I got to also pat myself on the back sometimes for it. Just wanted to let you know where I'm at, and hopefully it'll get better. I'll keep you updated, of course. And hopefully, you know, next year or something, you'll get a video from me saying, oh my God, I feel so much better. Like, you know, I've been following my diet, because I am on a diet right now. You know, I've been following my diet, I've been exercising more, my mind feels at peace, I've been getting therapy. I can't wait to make that video. I can't fucking wait to make that video, but it's just not yet. But yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Anyway, yeah, I shall see you next time. Bye.